I'm really happy to be here. Thanks, Sanket and the Elixia team for inviting me, and probably not just coming here after so much of lockdown in multiple times, getting people together. That's again people who are from a supply chain and logistics, which I've been missing for last 2 years almost. I think that's actually encouraged me. Probably you are encouraging me and probably giving a good energy back. Thank you for that. But as I always say, that what enticed me towards Elixia, as you rightly said, Rajesh, small, very attentive, but behind that, quite a lot of knowledge and energy, which is combined with the passion of making a difference in supply chain automation. That's which actually gave me a lot of thought process to get attached to Elixia team. And Sanket, thanks and wish you all the very best. And I think this product is definitely, I would see most of the management talks is people talk about Uberization, right? When you talk about Uberizations, it mostly comes into passenger traveling from other places. I think Elixia Light and with your new launch, both the product is going to be a revolutionary space giving into the cargo transportations, and I would say Uberization of truck goods transportation in the country, India. But I'm not only talking about India. I'm sure this product has a huge opportunity to be spreading across the rest part of the world, and wish you all the very best and continuous success. Coming back to what BDP is. BDP is a US-based supply chain and logistics service provider specialized in chemical logistics. I think 65% of our revenue comes from the chemical supply chain logistics, and technology is basically the core pillar of our entire service offering to the industry. So in India, yes, as Mihir introduced, I began my journey in the project logistics, totally different from the normal cargo movement that's specialized into oil and gas sector and the heavy lift. Then I had an opportunity to get in touch with BDP, and then they come in as a JV partner to me, and eventually taking over entire organization. What best is that the culture of BDP has given me an opportunity to lead their organization, which is from a 3 people to a 350 plus people in India today, with a sizable across 13 offices, with large multinationals and global companies as partnered, selected as a partner BDP for India. As we are sitting today, I believe probably it's better give an insight on something. I don't want to bore, not want to be in the middle of between your dinner and happy time. But what we see, disruption. In the last couple of years, the disruption in supply chain is taken an accelerated position, right? Because you have seen, though, I was actually reading something, in fact, in the last 2 years, many of my discussions lead that in the boardroom, 30% of the time today in any corporate large entity is spent on supply chain automation and digitization, which has never been the case in the past. I remember most of the tech space who have been talking about, how I wanted to put it in the truck platform, whether it is supply chain visibility. They were all having 10 years outlook. But that last 2 years has changed to 10 months. So look at the pace in which the digitization, specifically in the supply chain and logistics arena, is taking. It's an amazing turn. And I'm sure Elixia is well positioned to capitalize on that with a very innovative thought process like product like this. So when that comes in, that disruption is basically coming in for the companies to look at 3 very key fundamentals. One is forecasting process. That's which enabled the digitization of the forecasting by having a visibility. And when I come to the second position of visibility, normally when we talk about visibility in the logistics arena, talk about, giving a milestone from one end to other end, an end to end, that we have seen But I think with the new disruption, the visibility is turned. Even now, when a purchase order is intended to be placed to a supplier, they would like to know, even your manufacturer, from where he is sourcing, at what pace he is sourcing, and then how much time that material, which is eventually a component for his end product, to be manufactured and supplied to a third party. So the visibility chain has enlarged to larger extent. So this all technology combined with artificial intelligence, IoT, and I am sure in a procurement process, blockchain is going to take up the larger shapes in there, which is going to be an ledger where everyone would like to have that aspect so that you have full control. And why? Without control, I think COVID, the disruption has made everybody say that because nobody has any control. Once the order is placed, they don't know when this cargo is going to come in, when my material is going to come in. I think that's where the new supply chain leaderships is going to think about giving a technology which enables them to give a visibility in a larger extent, which have better control of their product from a sourcing, not only a sourcing, and then eventually getting into a planning, and then moving into a production line. From there, it's eventually giving it a delivery to a particular end customer or consumer. In that, again, is combined with an artificial intelligence and data analytics, which enables him to have a better forecast and analysis for the future. And when there's such kind of a disruption, I believe one thing is we learned, the COVID probably will fade away. But I'm sure there will be new evolvement of disruptions in this health arena. So I think the world, the future is going to be lying. The business is going to be circle around. The 30% of the time which is taking in the boardroom is going to eventually take 70% of the time. And I'm glad being a logistics professional or a supply chain professional, because we have always been neglected in the marketplace. And believe me, I was not an engineer. I come from a management background. What taught me to get into is because supply chain was always been dominant by the manufacturer or financial functions. And the logistics and the logistics functions has always been neglected. But today, in the last 2 years, that's become the central stage in any companies. So with that, I believe thanks again for inviting me, and wish you all the success, Sanket. Thank you very much.